I know I said no superheroes, Jordan. I said no Marvel or DC, but I've broken my rule, Jordan.
How dare you?
For a trip to a little movie called Hollywoodland.
The guy used to play Superman. He shot himself. What? Someone thinks he didn't. Mr. Reeves, why don't you tell me about him? A charming man.
I'm much too old for you, you know?
Your husband is the general manager of MGM.
Tell me what you want. You can have it.
Where he wound up, it should have been enough. What are these? These marks. What did he do, beat himself up before he shot himself? Dead detective. What's he got?
Some questions.
Since when do suicides miss twice and start over? That's unusual.
You ever been to a party where a man goes upstairs and blows his head off?
No.
Then how do you know what's unusual?
There's more going on than you realize.
George shot himself. He was shot.
Who did that?
You have anything to tell me? Anything I need to have a story ready for?
This murder, I think it might be true.
What's true or false really doesn't matter. If it hurts the studio, if it stops one person from buying a ticket, I have to fix it.
Or why that cameo in The Flash is really ghoulish. Like, just really ghoulish. Like, really ghoulish and awful. This is about the actor. This is a movie about the
wait,
actor.
what? Okay, so it's a
George
documentary?
Reeves. George Reeves. No, this is a biopic / mystery about the actor George Reeves, who famously played Superman in the 1940s serial.
But you said no superheroes.
Right, but this isn't actually about Superman. This is about the actor who played Superman.
That feels like a semantic detail. You're just doing a superhero.
It's a technicality, Jordan.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You're bullshit.
Ben Affleck plays George Reeves. George Reeve, who was Daredevil. And I think there might have been one other person in this who was in a Marvel thing, but I don't remember. And also, there's also another narrative of Adrian Brody is a PI who has been hired by George Reeves' mother to. You know what happened to George Reeves? Do I have to go through that?
Is he the Superman that the little kid thought was actually Superman and pulled a gun on him and
Well, hello there, young man. What's your name?
Kenneth Giles. Can I shoot you?
Kenneth? Why would you want to do something like that?
So the bullet bounces off, can I?
Well, if you did shoot me, and the bullet bounced off it might accidentally hit someone else. We don't want...
Yes, that is a story that George Reeves would allegedly tell that no one can prove that it actually happened. But yes, there's a clip of Ben Affleck as Superman doing the, if you shoot me, the bullets will bounce off and hit the crowd. Yes, that was George Reeves.
yeah.
He resented being Superman because he felt that being Superman held back his career, which was apparently not true because he had a bunch of offers in the pipeline. But the whole deal is, and the plot of this movie is, his death was mysterious. Everyone assumed, or it's put down as a suicide, where he was at a dinner party with his fiance and two friends, and he went upstairs, and there was a gunshot, and he was found dead. But it was under mysterious circumstances. So, mysterious circumstances number one is he had no powder burns on his hands from shooting a gun that you would think would be on his hands. He was naked. They found him naked, which means he took his clothes off and then shot himself. And he had a bunch of bruises that indicated he had been beat up. So he beat himself up and then shot himself. And so there were a number of theories. One theory was that he got into an altercation because he was famously unhappy with the fiance that he was with, and he was actually not going to get married to her. So there's one of the theories is that he got into an altercation with her and she shot him, because another suspicious detail is after he shot himself, they didn't call the cops for 45 minutes.
I mean, it sounds like it shouldn't be some big mystery and the police just did a bad job.
And so, but also the other wrinkle in this is, and this is just me, this is what happens in the movie, by the way. These are all events that happen in the movie.
So they didn't happen in real life.
They did happen. They sort of happen in real life. Another bit, and the movie kind of plays fast and loose with this a little bit, but he was also in a relationship where he was, as they put it, all but married to this older woman who was the wife of one of the studio heads. And she financed his whole life. She bought him a house, bought him jewelry, took care of him basically. And in the movie he's played by Eddie Valiant from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And the movie makes it look like the husband doesn't know. And it implies that one of the outcomes for how he died was the husband was a famous Hollywood fixer. So he was a guy who took care of problems in Hollywood. And so the implication is that he found out, and it wasn't that he was upset, it was that the wife was upset, and that he had George Reeves killed, basically. He took a hit out on him. And then another theory is that she was so upset and bitter that he had left her for this other woman that she called this hit out on him.
So what you're saying is the fixer had a problem with his marriage, so he fixed it.
That's one of the theories, yeah. And so the movie, to its credit,
fixed it.
The movie is an interspliced narrative between the life of George Reeves, how he was kind of resentful of being Superman, and how he still respected it. So for example, when he was a smoker, but he quit smoking when he became Superman, because Superman doesn't smoke, and so he wouldn't smoke around kids or whatever. And it is intercut with Adrian Brody doing this investigation. The movie kind of implies that George Reeves' mother was a loon for some reason, that she was crazy.
Was she?
I don't know. As the movie goes on, though, it shows you and it plays out all the different theories, and the one that he eventually comes up with is the most probable, is the one where he was depressed about him not getting the prospects he wanted, and his career not going where he wanted, and he shot himself. But yeah, it's quite good. The performance of Ben Affleck is quite good. This is before he was Batman. Adrian Brody is good. It's a fun little mystery. If you don't know the George Reeves story, it tells you why that cameo in the Flash movie is awful and ghoulish. Fun fact, he has no family, so there is no one to say no to that awful monstrosity.
That makes it more upsetting.
Right? I hate that cameo. Of the cameos in descending order, that one's the worst, and then it's the Christopher Reeves one. I hate that movie so much because of that. Because yeah, he hated being Superman. Well, I don't think he hated being Superman, but he resented it, and he wouldn't have wanted. He wouldn't have said yes, and it's disrespectful. But anyway, that is.
He wouldn't have said yes. He wouldn't have said yes, but he also couldn't say no.
It's true. Hollywoodland. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. Good time. I always wanted to watch it. Finally did.
All right. Okay.
Hey there everybody, it's N-Card Justin here. Let me know down in the comments down below, were you familiar with the story of George Reeves and why that cameo in The Flash is awful and ghoulish and terrible, and I fucking hate it, and it's terrible I hate it, sorry, I blacked out there for a second. But if you would like to see the full episode that this is from, I Was in a Marvel Thing Once episode, click the box on the left. Or if you just want to see a random video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy, hit the box on the right. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. We put new videos out 7 days a week, or if you just want to leave this video a like, that helps us out too. We'll see you all in the next video, everybody. Have a good day.